Alright, shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, by HASHAM, YAHAWASHI, by HASHAM, HAKODASH. I want to give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And sincere shalom to the elect out there teaching this truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Alright, and I got an article here proving that, we're in the time of the collapse of Babylon. It's from Return of Kings. 16 things that will happen as America collapses. And I'm just going to read the points. Okay. Well, hey, let me read this. Writing to state representatives, congressmen, or senators won't work, because that's what Esau tells you to do. Okay, that's what these people, these average American peons will tell you to do. Oh, go out and vote. Go write your congressman, get your laws changed. People have been preaching this for ages, and yet the same three things have remained consistent: more war, more government, less freedom. With that being said, don't be surprised if you see the following manifest: intense civil unrest. Okay, it's the first one. And we've been seeing that, man. People are upset about the lockdowns, they're upset about the economic situation, they're upset about the police state, More people are waking up to the truth when they realize that they've been played. A very angry reaction is going to follow, and this is prophecy, man. This is prophecy, because the scriptures say that what? There should be sedition among men. Right? And the scriptures also say, and that was in 2 Ezra 15. And the scriptures also say that the Lord is going to put the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And we saw that last summer with all these riots, man. And now there's going to be even more protests and lockdowns. Okay? Because the Lord is in the period of time where he's about to really mess this place up, man. Let me get this in 2 Ezra 15. Second Ezra 15. And 16. For there shall be sedition among men, right, which is what? Rebellion, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, their princes. Okay, so they're going to start rebelling against their government. We're kind of seeing this on a scale of was it Texas and Mississippi, or I think it was Mississippi, lifting up their mask mandates and reopening. A lot of states are starting to rebel against the federal government. It would be like a prince rebelling against what? A king, okay? In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Alright? Back to the article. More terrorism is going to get worse in all parts of the world as more people are taking justice into their own hands. And when you see the collapse of America, okay, when you see the collapse of America, and you know your history, it's very similar to the collapse of Rome. Okay, because Rome had to deal with terrorism from different groups of people. All right, and uprisings and slave revolts. More economic instability. A larger gap between the rich and poor will become more apparent as automation and outsourcing puts Americans out of work. And this was written before the pandemic started. Okay, and we saw that when all that stimulus was handed out, right? You look at the stock markets and the crypto markets and all that, and basically the rich got super rich and the people got poor. They got more poor. Okay, the middle class is destroyed. You know, and the rich got much more richer. Okay, there's definitely a larger income gap. Student debt explosion. More students are going to be graduating, but most of them won't be able to secure good-paying jobs, resulting in default. And that's been a topic with Biden. Okay, they're pressuring him to do an executive order relieving student debt. But we don't know if that's really going to happen or not. Okay, they might leave it as a control mechanism, and he might sign away the debt. But if the debt gets relieved, that puts more pressure on the dollar. Okay, because when too much debt forgiveness happens, you know, the investors, they look at it like, well, why the hell would you run up the debt in the first place if you're not going to pay it off? And then a lot of nations that America owes money to, they might look at it funny, like, hey, you know, these guys they're not going to pay off their debts, so why could we trust them to borrow any more money? The debt will collapse and it will fall in the hands of the American taxpayer. Okay? Immigrant invasion of the U.S. The zero budget for the border wall is going to leave the government forced to put a cardboard fence, which won't do much for security. However, it looks like it's being designed to prevent Americans from fleeing the country of what's yet to come. Okay? Number 6, decline of the American dollar. Donald Trump and the Republican Party jacked up the spending budget to $1.3 trillion. And this was written before these big stimulus packages. And we know how Democrats like to spend money. Okay? Inflation is going to blow way out of proportion, and the dollar may become worthless altogether. And we see the rise of cryptocurrencies. Okay? We may even see a new world reserve currency, possibly the pound or even a cryptocurrency, take over. Okay? Howl ye rich men, you know? Rampant prostitution. New York and Atlantic City are just the beginning. America will become the next Amsterdam, where girls will flock to the highest bidder. And we're seeing that in California with those lockdowns. There was a special on it. You know, it was mostly like 13, 14, 15-year-old girls out there prostituting themselves, man. Drop in marriage rates. We're just going to skim through. Technological takeover. Advancements will be made in biotechnology, genetics, medicine, robotics, and alike, making the human presence obsolete, right? Which causes people to what? Lose empathy for one another, and to become dependent upon technology for everything. which further destroys jobs. Okay? This is all done by design. Complete hijacking of the United States government. And this we're seeing. Right now, we're seeing the corruption of the government out there, man. I mean, just look at how they talk to the people now. You know? Just look at how they talk to the people, man. They talk to you like they're so much more above you now than they were. Okay? Especially after these lockdowns, man. Because they know that the people really can't fight back anymore. You will see the blatant corruption right in your face, and politicians won't have any fear or shame in doing so. Just look at these stimulus bills, man. They're filled with more bullshit than with more bullshit money. I think they call them earmarks. Then they have more to do with that than they do actually coronavirus stimulus. You know? We're seeing the corruption, man. We're seeing the corruption, man. Just look at the stuff that this new administration is doing, and the media is throwing them softball questions, man. You know? I mean, just look at what happened with the president's son's laptop, man. You know, that got swept under the rug. Just look at what happened with all the tech censorship with Twitter, man. Basically, anybody who came against the message of the New World Order, they're basically censoring you. Okay? And they're doing that because the politicians are telling them to do that, man. Just look at how they're censoring truth on the internet with us on YouTube, man. The rise of the Eastern world. China, India, Japan, Singapore, and other nations will dominate the global economy and will become the new leaders in technological innovation. Okay? Recently, Obama visited New Zealand and was treated as though he were still president. The purpose of his trip is unknown, but as you can see, more interest is growing there while America continues to plummet. Okay? And it's hard to find anything that's made in America anymore. You know? It's hard to find anything that's made in America anymore. A lot of the financial power has shifted to the east. I mean, if Russia and China played their cards right, they got the trump cards to bring this place down right now. Okay, they got the rare earth metals and the rare earth minerals. You know, they got the manufacturing power capabilities to bring this place down. They could just boycott this place, man. But you know what? They kind of don't want to do that right now. They want to slowly wane away from America as they see its demise. You know, they don't want it to collapse outright because then it'll affect them. So everything that goes on is carefully crafted, man. Caucasians will become the new minority. Notice how he didn't write anything there. Globalism will destroy the rest of world just like America. Okay? Which is what the New World Order. That's what globalism is. You know, that's the New World Order. Okay? And they're putting it in your face. Look at all the information on the Great Reset. Okay, the systems that they have, that they're going to have set up, man. The end of personal privacy. I mean, we see that coming a mile away. You have no privacy anymore. All right? Your information is just out there. And last but not least, All right. Most importantly, World War. World War. Well, hey, it mentioned what? Trump attacked Assad. Well, Biden attacked Iranian forces in Syria. Okay? World War, man. The third woe. Let's get the scripture on that. Well, let's get this in Amos. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord, YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI, upon the sinful kingdom, which is America. And how's he going to destroy it? Through World War III. Okay, through those nuclear missiles. That's why he created the weapons of his indignation in Isaiah 54. Okay? And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. Because the elect are going to be delivered out of here, man. Alright? Now let's get into the Third World War. Revelation 8 and 13. I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, because the angels are in control of everything, man. They're the ones that are stirring up the minds of the leaders, okay? They got the blueprint of what the Heavenly Father wants. Okay? And they do whatever His will is to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. Okay? Revelation 9 and 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the third world war is going to be the last war. And it's going to destroy the sinful kingdom from off the face of the earth, man. Alright? Well, once America's done going down, man, that's the last step, is to just get rid of it entirely. And the Lord has been using America's leadership to bring it down. Man. You know, America's been put in a position where they have terrible leadership, man, from Congress to the Senate. They can't get nothing done. You know, to the president. You know, which the president's just a puppet. Here you got Biden in office now. He's been in the Senate for over 40 fucking years, man. You can't tell me that guy ain't paid off, man. Those are the ones you got to watch out for, them career politicians. Okay, because those are the most corrupt ones. Those are the ones that took the most bribes. Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water turneth. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. And if you notice with Biden, he acts like a nice guy, but really war is in his heart, man. Alright? War is in his heart, man. You know, everybody always used to talk about the peaceful, loving, Mr. Biden would be Mr. Peaceful and all loving and wanting to bring unity in his speeches, right? But then he goes and he attacks Syria. With no congressional approval or anything. He just went and did it. Okay, and he's taking shots at Russia and China now. Alright? But that's the Lord setting up the stage for World War III to happen. Okay, we had Trump and Obama, which got everything started, man, over there in the Middle East. You know, Trump started that trade war with China, and that got China to have an even closer relationship with Russia. Okay, And now you have Biden taking shots at Syria, which was primarily directed at Iran. All right? But hey, World War III is coming soon. You know? And the downfall of this place is in full swing. You know, there ain't going to be no making America great again, man. It's not going to get better. Once empires fall down that hole, that's it. Okay, that's it. And America's following a lot of the same paths that ancient Rome did. Okay, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, HASHAM, YAHAWASHI, HASHAM, Kodash. Until next time, peace and blessings. See you later. Shalom.